Hey everyone, welcome to our Teen Girls Night. Tonight we're going to be talking about vision boards. But first, we want to see all your nails. So show me your nails, ladies. Okay, so what are you wearing, Amanda?
Velvet white.
Okay.
Really pretty rose gold coppery color.
Ooh, that's pretty. They look like chocolate.
They do have and chocolate swivels on it.
Nice. Okay, Paris, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing Mendy Magic with Gotham Knights.
Ooh. Oh, so did you add the French strip yourself, like over it?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
So the French strip and the clear strip over the Mendy Magic.
I love it. I love it when people get creative. I'm wearing the Southern Belle. They're really pretty. Can you see? Sparkle.
Yeah,
I have
Show me. What are you wearing, Lori?
Nothing.
Naked nails?
I actually yanked my acrylics off last night. It was bad. It was a bad scene.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, well, let's get started unless anyone else is dying to show me their nails.
I am. I'm sorry, before you go on, Kelly.
Yeah, I want to see.
I have Helsinki. I don't know if you can see. I'm wearing Pretty in Helsinki, and
Ooh, are those the, like, ballet pink?
the Pretty in Helsinki is kind of ballet pink.
Yeah.
And then, gosh, the silver. My lighting is horrible. And I'm so new, I can't remember the name. Of the iridescent silver.
Tinseltown.
No, not Tinseltown.
Shangri-La.
Oh,
That's
Shangri-La. Shangri-La, that's it.
That's
Anyway, so I did a
picture.
little design. But I'm learning, and I guess I'm a little nervous too being on the camera. So anyway,
Oh,
just
fun.
thought I'd
Those
share.
are fun. Thanks for sharing.
We
So
need
is
a pic.
anyone on here brand new?
It's been
Erica.
2 weeks for me.
Welcome any new stylists. We're excited to have you on our awesome team. On Team Nailed It. Okay, well, you all, and then unmute yourself if you have anything to share. We just don't want too much background noise. So I'm muting all of y'all. There we go. So tonight we're going to be talking about vision boards. And please chime in. I want to see your vision boards if you have any. And I want to hear any stories from you guys on how they have maybe had an effect on your life. But I'm just going to share kind of how they have blessed my life. So I started making vision boards about 3 years ago. And I just designed it in Photoshop. And then I would make it like my phone wallpaper. Or I would print it off. In fact, I think I have a print off. Let me see if I can find it of a couple old ones. Oh, I do. Yeah, here's my 2016. So I had print offs of old ones, and I would put them somewhere visible. That's really important, is to make sure not only you make one, but that you put it somewhere visible. You could put it just by your mirror. You could put it on the back of a door, or like even by your toilet paper roll, because you're going to see it every day there. Or like I said, on your wallpaper. But so it's really important to see it, put it somewhere where you're going to see it all the time, because you want your brain to see those visuals. And it's crazy, but you attract those things to you when you put them out there and when you dream big. And so it's had a powerful effect on my life. So I'm going to share a couple stories on how it's like blessed my life. And then if any of you guys have any stories, I would love to hear them. We did a local vision board party last night for the Utah Stylists, and it was really fun. We put together vision boards, and it was fun to hear some of their stories. In fact, I might share Rebecca's story. But so mine, I've had several things happen that were crazy because of vision boards. My very first example was I used to be a photographer, and I remember I did a vision board of a photo shoot I wanted, and I really wanted a cream convertible VW Bug in the photo shoot on the lake. We were doing a lake kind of beach scene, and so I wanted like that. But I didn't know where to get one, and I didn't want to like rent one or anything. So anyway, it was on my vision board. I had a Pinterest board for this particular photo shoot, and it was with like 16 teenage girls. So it was a big photo shoot. And the day of the photo shoot, when we got to the lake, one of the moms that drove her teenager there had a cream colored convertible VW Bug, and we said we could totally borrow it. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, it just blows my mind. And then another fun story was, and some of you probably heard this, but when a couple years ago, I lost my wedding ring in Utah Lake when we were tubing. It just, I fell off the tube, and it just slipped right off my finger because my hands were cold. And I was so devastated. So a couple months later, I started pinning on Pinterest giant wedding rings, like Tiffany rings that were huge because I like bling. And I was like, hey, a girl can dream, right? I'm pinning these giant rings, and hang on, I'm gonna mute. There we go. And about a week later, there was an Instagram contest for to win a wedding ring. And so I entered it, and I was like, I'm going to win that thing. Like, that wedding ring is mine because I need it. And so I entered the contest. And a week later, I got a message from the girl holding the contest that I won this wedding ring right here. And it's like a 2-carat wedding ring that I won on Instagram. It's crazy. Like, so sometimes you just got to put it out into the universe, and it will come back to you, my friends. I mean, I could go on and on. Like, I have pinned another example. My husband and I really wanted to go to New Zealand. I had pinned a picture of Lord of the Rings, like, or not, from The Hobbit, like a character from Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. I can't remember who it was. I pinned that. And then later on, my husband and I were able to go to New Zealand because I did put pictures of New Zealand on my vision board. And we have a picture of us kissing under this giant statue that I had pinned years ago, and I don't even remember pinning it. And last night, Rebecca, one of my Utah stylists, she couldn't make it tonight, but she was saying she had a crazy story where she pinned a picture of a couple standing on top of a mountain, like with their arms out, kind of sitting like on the ledge, looking down at the scenery. She pinned that, or saved it or something. And then last year, she was able, like, her husband had an opportunity to go teach students in Fiji. So they went there, and she said they actually went to that exact location that she had just saved the picture. She just liked the picture. It looked serene. And they went to that exact location that she had that picture of. And she pulled it up, and she was like, oh my gosh, this is Fiji. Like, we literally went there. So anyway, really, it's just dreaming big and putting that vision out there into the universe. And it's crazy what can happen. One more story, and then we'll kind of share. Then I want to hear if you guys have any stories or anything. But when I was a Beachbody coach, I pinned a picture, or I didn't pin it. I actually put it on one of these printouts like this of my team and I jumping off into, like, holding hands and jumping into a pool, like fully clothed. And that year we did that. Like, me and a bunch of my teammates jumped into a pool fully clothed, and it was just cool that exact picture happened. So what I want to challenge you guys to do is to create your own vision board. This is what we did last night, and I was blabbing way too much, so I didn't finish mine. But you can either do it on Pinterest, or create it in Photoshop, or I know there's some other apps where you can create collage type things. Or like there's Layout. I know that's an app. Or you can just do it on good old fashioned paper and a poster board. Again, the key is to see it. But I chose my word for the year. I always give it a year so that I can look back on it and see how far I got. But we just cut out pictures from magazines and put them on here. And they don't have to make any sense to anyone but yourself. So, so anyway, just putting things out there that you want to happen. Like I have an elephant on here because I want to ride an elephant in Thailand. Just random stuff. May not happen this year. It might happen down the road, but things that you know, goals. Maybe it's like I have on here blog. I want to do 1 blog post per week. I'm also going to add like 1 YouTube video per week, just stuff like that. That I kind of want to set as a standard for like the entire year. So that's my challenge for you guys. Does anyone have any stories they want to share about vision boards that have been effective for them?
I want to share.
Okay, let's hear it, girl.
So here's my vision board I made. I made it to be reusable so that once I accomplish such things, I can remove them and add new things. So that's my current one. I just took the pictures off because I know you guys wouldn't quite understand everything. Like you said, it's not for everyone.
Right.
But as far as putting things out there, recently 2 situations. I do or was doing surveys pretty regularly. And I said, before I went to the survey, I said, gosh, you know, I'm going to win the extra whatever amount of dollars they offered. And so I made it a point to get there in the time that I needed to. As I wrote down my name on the slip, I said, let me write my name so that she can clearly read it because I'm going to win. I wrote it that way, put it in the box, and when I tell you, probably about 15 minutes later, she called my name. And so I know that putting things out there, so that's one situation. Second situation, I hadn't quite gotten a scholarship yet, but I put out there that I wanted to get 100% scholarship for my tuition at school. Put it out there. 8 days later, I got an award letter in the my email saying that I had gotten 100% scholarship. So I truly believe in vision board and really putting things out there and setting your sights and putting it into the universe. So with Color Street, I really had a vision that showed me unending and unlimited potential. And when I tell you, every time I talk about it, it gives me chills because it really, like, I can feel it happening. And that really, for me, is key, is feeling and being in that moment, knowing that that's coming. It's not here yet, but it's coming. So thank you for sharing. You're confirming a lot for me.
Yeah, I know. I agree. That's the cool thing about the Color Street business is that some of these things have so much potential to happen because of this opportunity and because it's so new and our teams are growing so fast. Like, there's just so much potential for your dreams to come true. So dream big, you guys. Like, think of crazy things that you're like, I don't know, this might never happen, but hey, it'd be cool if whatever. Like, just put it out there. Put your dream home on there. Put your car on there. Put a picture of you, maybe if you want to speak at the Color Street conference, or if you want to walk across stage at Color Street, like get a picture of someone walking across the stage. Like, those kind of visuals are going to remind you of your goals, number one, and just ingrain and put those out into the universe. So thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. Anyone else want to share? Unmute yourself if you have any stories.
I'll share.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Courtney, and you know, I'm really big, and this is Henry. I'm really big too on putting stuff out there. I think that's super important. I mean, first of all, just vision boards are great because it definitely really has you think about your goals. And, you know, I think that we all kind of have things that we think about here and there, but to really sit down and nail those down and set your sights on something is super important. My big goal that I've had for myself this year is becoming a store manager, because I work at Victoria's Secret. And I let the whole world know that that's what I was going to do. The gas station clerk near my house knows that I want to be a store manager. Like, everybody does.
I love it.
Because I really just believed that that was my next, like, I had that target in my sights, and I just let it be known to the world. And then just yesterday I had an interview for it, and it's looking pretty good. So
oh my gosh, that's
good news there. And this
exciting.
is exactly the timeline that I wanted to hit it. So I mean, it just goes to show that if you really put your sights on that goal, push for it every day, and just put that goal out there for the world and know that that's what you want, then you can definitely get there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you'll have to keep us posted, Courtney.
Will do.
That's exciting. Okay, anyone else want to share? And I love that you told a lot of people, because when you tell people, you feel a lot more accountable to get her done, right? So you tell your upline, you know, maybe if you want to be a certain rank, or if you're going for presidential circle, woo woo, then put it out there. Tell your upline, tell your husband or your whoever, put it out there, because then you feel a little more obligated to step up and do the work. Who else wants to share? So fun to see all your faces. We have a great turnout.
Real quick.
Yes.
So I didn't have many magazines, and I didn't know what you could do online. But anyway, so I did this little vision board, and I think I'm going to do what you said, and I'm going to put it in the bathroom. So my team, I don't know if you can see, a dog. I want a nice outside house, an outside porch on a pool. I want to do some exercising. I want to,
Yes.
and then I want to move to Texas. My husband just do this.
Wait, I can't hear you. It's muffled.
My husband just drew picture because I couldn't find it.
I love it. I love it. And I love that you visualized your team. Like, what kind of team you want.
Absolutely. I've never done a vision board before. I've heard of them, but I didn't really think about it. So I think it's a really great idea. And to put a mental picture before my eyes every single day, I can't deny, oh, I wanted that 6 months ago. Don't I still want it now? And what do I have to do to get there? So.
Yeah. And I think it's really important to add numbers and deadlines too. Like, maybe you want 100 people on your team by the end of the year. So, you know, like, put numbers and make it a little more specific.
Okay.
So that you're like, oh, I got to do this. Or maybe you wanting to do, like I was saying, maybe you want to do a YouTube, you know, we were talking about this earlier, Lori, like a YouTube video a day or a week or something, or a live video, like, kind of make yourself accountable, not just like, I want to do live videos, but like, no, how many are you going to do? Are you going to do 2 a week? Are you going to do 1 a day? Are you going to do 1, like, just push yourself a little more, and you'll be a little more accountable, because you're like, oh crap, I said I was going to do that. And now, like, so don't just say, you know, like for me, I said, I want to do 1 blog. Don't just be like, I want to blog more. You got to be like, no, I want to do 1 per week, you know, so that then you feel really accountable. So I think attaching numbers to it is helpful. Anyone else want to share their vision board or how a vision board has helped them? It's fun hearing from you guys. Be brave. Megan, you want to share?
Or I'll talk.
Okay.
I guess I will. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I guess I'll share a little bit. But one thing that I really wanted to do this year was visit a friend that I have in Vegas. And every time I talk to my husband about traveling, he's just like, nah, he's not a big traveler. And I want to go everywhere in the world. So when I told him that, he was just like, oh, we'll see. I don't know about that. And then last year when Color Street had their conference, I was really bummed because it was way out far in
Detroit.
yeah, forever away, and
Yeah.
really hard to get there from little old Idaho Falls. So this year when I heard that it was in Vegas, I was so excited because I knew that I wanted, one, to be able to go to Vegas and see my friend, and two, be able to go to conference this year because that was a goal of mine to go this year. And so I know that Vegas wasn't picked for me in Vegas, because I know it'll be hard for other people to be able to get there having it in Vegas. But that just made me super excited, and just when I told my husband where it was, he was like, well, I guess we're going to Vegas now, because he knew that's something that I really wanted to do. And that was important to me. So, yeah. So that was one thing that I kind of put out there to help me and help me reach my goals that I really liked. And I've been kind of working on my dream board on Pinterest. And so I don't know if I can turn my camera around. Oh, yeah. So I'll just share mine. You can see some ideas maybe to add to yours or whatever.
Okay.
But here's my board. I'll see. So I would love to have a debt-free Christmas. I don't want to have to put Christmas on credit cards. So that is one thing I'm going to reach for this year for Christmas, is to not put it on credit cards.
I love that.
And I want my own home gym. And I want a college fund for my girls. And I want to buy my husband his dream car. And my dream car.
Yes.
I want to go. Oh, and I love cruises. So any cruise. We want to go to the Caribbean, and we would love to do a Disney cruise. So, and then a really nice house.
Right?
So yeah. So my goal this year mainly is, when I signed up for Color Street, my goal was make enough to cover our mortgage. And our house isn't that big. Our mortgage is not that much. We got a really good deal on our house. So, it's only like $500.
You coming in?
And I've reached that. And so now I need to pick something else to move for, to take the next step and go a little bit more. So I'll pick one of those things off my board and go there next.
I love that. And when you do hit something on your vision board, make sure you post about it. Did you post about that, Megan? How you were able to?
I didn't. I haven't yet, but I need to.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Got to share the business blessings too, so that people can see, like, hey, this could bless my life. I want to be able to pay for my mortgage, So,
I need to get over that fear of posting about stuff like that. I don't know why I have that fear of people, bothering people about it, So I just need to do it.
Yeah. You got to have, your why has to be bigger than your butt, is what I always say. Your B-U-T, your excuses.
Yes.
Because pretty soon you're like, you know what? I don't even care, because I got a vision board full of goals. I got to buy this house and all these cars and pay off debt and all that. So I don't even care.
Right.
That's the other power of a vision board, is it really makes your why strong. And like, you're like, no, I want a housekeeper and I want this. And you know what? I deserve it. I think sometimes we have a fear of success, and every single one of you is deserving of the things on your vision board, So sometimes you have to believe in that too. Maybe even putting affirmations on your vision board, like I am enough, or I am a presidential circle, or like whatever. Put like affirmations out there. Just, even if you just pick one affirmation and say it out loud, like in the shower or while you're driving. I have one that I just randomly say, and I think it helps. So anyone else want to share? Did anyone else do a vision board before this?
I can share if you need more people to share.
Yes.
Okay. first of all, tell us what your affirmation is, or is it secret?
All right. It's, you're going to laugh. And I don't even know why, but I just want to be a millionaire. Is there anything wrong with that? So I always say, I'm a friggin' millionaire. That's what I always say. So
With the freaking and everything?
I say, I am a friggin' millionaire. Because you got to say it passionately. You have to say it enthusiastically with like emotion. So I feel like if I add that in, it's a little more passionate.
Oh, totally. Cool.
I guess let me just back up. I think the reason I want that is because we have all, I had a single mom growing up, like we were super poor, and we've always, you know, we've been on food stamps as a couple and struggled with money like my whole life, and I just don't want it anymore. So there you go.
Hey, there's no harm in that. Let's be real. Who doesn't want to be one, right?
I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I gotta share real quick because I think my husband's trying to call me. So I haven't finished mine, but some stuff's on there. So I have. Can you guys see that? Okay. Or is it? Okay. So these are the floors that I want put in. So when we moved into our new house, also I have naked nails. Sorry. When we moved into our house, we put in the standard carpet. And we want to tear it out and put in flooring, but it's pretty expensive. So that's my next push goal. And then I want to hire someone to clean my house. And this is a picture of my son at this little preschool we toured. And it's like a farm school.
I bet her husband's calling.
Sorry. Got a phone call. Okay. Anyways, but it's really pricey compared to normal preschool. So that's on there. Presidential founder.
You took a picture of him there. Like, that's genius.
Oh, right. Yeah. And I also have a picture of me in a sports bra. Don't see it, but I won't show that part. So there's presidential founder. Just made a little graphic. Disney. And I go to Disneyland and Disney World and Disney cruises every year. Let's see. I have over here all the requirements it takes to be a national executive, and I have a couple other things on there, but that's it.
That was smart. I love that you like literally pinned the comp plan that, you know, what it takes to get to national executive.
Yeah, look at it every day. Yeah. And my word for the year is focus, so that's also.
Yes. I think having a word for the year is super powerful. We talked about that already. You can watch my YouTube video on that. And you guys, okay, who else has something to share? Has anyone else done a vision board? Amanda. Okay, I'm unmuting you.
Okay, mine is old school. I printed pictures off the computer and my printer was dying. So I was like, maybe I should put new printer on my vision board.
Yes.
So mine is kind of basic and nerdy a little bit, but my two main ones that have already come true, and we did this 3 months ago, maybe, Kelly? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I put October 24th, 2017 on it. So there we did. And the two ones that came true is being debt-free and being able to pay for my kids' private school. So my debt-free wasn't my marriage or family money. It was, I was very active in 2 other direct sales companies, but I had lots of debt from those companies. And so my goal was for my Color Street to get me out of the debt. Last month with Color Street, I was able to fully pay off our credit card, put money in for savings for taxes, and my credit card had a 0 for the first time in probably 3 years. And that's my business credit card.
Word.
So it was huge. And then I still remember calling you about when my first big check, not big, but for me big, with Color Street was double what I make teaching preschool.
Oh, yeah.
And with that I was with that money, I can pay for my kids'
private school, and that's Color Street money. So those were two big things. They're small. I like to set goals, but also like to set manageable goals where I can achieve them. Like every month I put bonus qualify. I mean, like as simple as that, but I write that even down. And so little things are like a wine tour in New Zealand. I would like to do speaking, like be asked to do like a group at conference or something, speak on a topic, something like that, so that's always been something, but I never put that on paper. So even as little as, or nerdy as you want to be a speaker, put it on there. So two of my things are checked off. So
boom,
them with other things. So,
and did you post about those?
Do what?
Did you post about both of those things?
Yes. So on there I have debt-free right there, debt-free zone, and then my boys' private school picture. And so this sits in my mirror right when I like do my makeup and brush my teeth. And above this says I'm executive director, and then now it says I'm a senior executive on my mirror, because we did that this summer with team leader. And so when I raised team leader, I then put my goal is I am an executive director. So, and
awesome.
Now,
Like,
so
did you post about those things that they happened?
Not yet. I need to. My husband sometimes gets leery or anxious when I talk about money.
Yeah.
So, as in he thinks it can come off as being braggy or whatnot, instead of me saying, but we're getting there. But I definitely I tell people that in my story when they ask my whys, or if I do Facebook events and I tell my why about the business, I will say that. But he is leery of me being like, oh, don't talk about our debt or whatever.
Yeah.
That's being a man. So
I know my husband's funny about it. So sometimes I'll be like, do you approve of this wording?
Yeah, maybe do that.
I would do that, because those are really cool things. And that might really, like, someone might see that and be like, oh my gosh, like I want to pay off my other business debt, or I want my son to go to preschool, like how Stephanie, she had the same.
Yeah.
So it's super, super important to post about how it's blessing your life.
And with the debt-free zone, speaking of my husband, when I did that last month, it was the first time. Like, I know he's proud of me, but he was like, okay, no, you really got this. You're doing it. Like he's like, I can sleep at night knowing that credit card's paid off and you save money for taxes. Like that right there was validation that I know I'm doing the right thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I love that, because you were like, I set a goal and I accomplished it. And how are you going to know if you don't write them down? A goal.
Right, and I accomplished it, in less than 7 months, and I've had that debt on that card for, good gracious, who knows how long. And that's just my card per se, but it's cool knowing everything I put on that card for my businesses, this balance is a zero. So
that's so awesome.
So,
and I love, see, and that's the thing. There's no like rules. There's no wrong way to do it. You can do it like, just like she did, like a page, like how her and Lori both did, like a page, because you can always add to it. You can make another page and another page. You know what I mean?
I definitely want to add those goals for ranks, like what Stephanie said. Duh, why not put that on there?
Right, yeah. And you can even do, I always say start sloppy. Like you could even just have Post-it notes, like just on a piece of paper or
right,
whatever. I have a couple ideas for you guys too. One is just to do a vision board for the month. So like Amanda was saying, she has like monthly goals. I mean, obviously you want to have one for the whole year, but then you could make a smaller one, even on a Post-it or just a small piece of paper that says, Kate, January's vision. I want this and this to happen. Like I want to recruit 3 stylists, or I want to sell 1,000 in nails, or I want whatever. So, and then another thing I wanted to share with you guys was this. I just got this in the mail. This is called a commitment calendar, and I'm really excited about it. It is, so there's like for every month, you say this month, so you can kind of break down your goals like I was saying. This one says, this month I commit to, and you're just saying like that way your focus is kind of on one thing. You say my reward, maybe you reward yourself with like little like shopping, maybe you buy a pair of shoes that you love or something, and you fill in the circle for every day that you worked towards it, and you break down how you'll keep your commitment this month, and why are you committing to doing that. That has like a little inspirational quote. Anyway, I thought this was, I'm super stoked about this because it just kind of breaks things down. And I also think it's super effective to be, I think women love to check things off. So, like being able to cross it off or fill in that circle makes you feel like a sense of accomplishment and kind of keeps the momentum going.
Where did you get that?
Where did I get it? And I got you guys a coupon code, because I was like, my team's going to go nuts over this. So I got to look up the website. If you just search commitment calendar, I think you'll be able to find it. But the coupon code is Color Street 15. You'll get 15% off. One of my, like a girl here in Utah sells these. Hang on, I'm trying to Google it. Let me know if you guys find the address. Where did it go? It was like on a girl's blog, so I gotta find it. Shoot. Anyway, let me keep looking for it. I'll post it in the team. But anyway, I was excited about that because you can break it down. And I once read that Jerry Seinfeld said one of the ways that he became a comedian was he got a giant calendar, and he would practice writing out his jokes every day, and he would put a big cross on each day, and he tried not to ever break the chain. And I think that's how you try to accomplish your goals, is try not to break the chain of your calendar or whatever. So anyway, we are almost out of time, you guys. So I appreciate you guys sharing your vision boards. I want to see more of them posted in our Team Nailed It to make you guys accountable. It's going to change your life, and I can't wait to see how it does. So thanks you guys for joining and for sharing, and have a good night. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.